Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out the Film Geek. Today I'm talking about the 2004 film Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow.
Calling Sky Captain. Come in, Sky Captain. Repeat, calling Sky Captain. Come in, Sky Captain. This is an emergency protocol, 90206. Calling Sky Captain. Sky Captain, do you read? Calling Sky Captain. Come in, Sky Captain. This is an emergency protocol, 90206. Calling Sky Captain. Sky Captain, do you read? Repeat, calling Sky Captain. Come in, Sky Captain.
This is Sky Captain. I'm on my way.
Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow is directed by Carrie Conran and is starring Gwyneth Paltrow, Jude Law, and Angelina Jolie. When New York City is attacked by giant robots, it's up to Sky Captain to save the day and to figure out who tried to attack the city. Carrie Conran grew up reading comic books and watching films from the 1930s and 1940s. His parents encouraged he and his brother to embrace their creative sides. He ended up studying at a program for Disney animators at Cal Arts and became interested in 2D computer animation. While there, he realized it was possible to apply some of the techniques associated with animation to live action. 2 years later, it seemed apparent to him Hollywood would never take a chance on an inexperienced first-time filmmaker, so he decided to make the movie himself. Conran spent 4 years making a black and white teaser using a blue screen set up in his living room and his Macintosh. He was able to show this to a producer and eventually find investors to make his film. Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow was released September 14th, 2004, and it grossed $58 million on a $70 million budget, making it a financial flop. However, critics did enjoy the film and it applauded its unique look and use of visual effects, and it's currently sitting on Rotten Tomatoes at a 70%. So what do I like about this movie? Well, much like the critics, the visual effects in this film are outstanding. This movie is very unique, and I am very happy that I got to see this movie on the big screen when it came out back in 2004, because honestly, this is the kind of movie that deserves to be seen on a large, big screen, and unfortunately, there's probably a lot of you that will not experience that. When this film came out in 2004, I had seen nothing like it before. It was almost like a pulp comic from the 1930s was just coming to life in front of me on the big silver screen. Now, the CGI in this film may seem a little muddy by today's standards, but by 2004 standards, this film was amazing, and its look was very cutting edge. And as I said before, this is the kind of film that you remake. You don't remake the classics that everybody loves. You find a film that had absolutely amazing potential and give it another shot with a fresh coat of paint and maybe a different set of eyes. See what happens that time. Maybe you'll make an ass ton of money off of it. Are you listening, Hollywood? If there's one thing that I wish this film could have had was a little bit sharper color, but it was limited by the technology of 2004. But I also wonder if that might be by design, because the muddiness of this film, again, I'm hoping I'm not making that sound bad when I keep saying muddiness. What it kind of looks like is, well, like newsprint. And I'm kind of wondering maybe that was something the director did on purpose. I don't know if it is or not. But if I have one complaint about this film, I just wish was a little bit more colorful. Now, the story in this film is not very complicated. It's a pretty simple, straightforward, to-the-point kind of story, but it works really well as an homage for the time period that this film is set in. One last thing about this film that makes it kind of unique is that this movie is rated PG. That's right, an action film that's rated PG. You don't hear about that very often. Not only that, but this is also one of those films that does a great job of blending great entertainment for both adults and kids, so everyone in the family can sit down and enjoy this absolutely unique popcorn flick. So if you're curious and you want to check out Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow, well, you can find it currently streaming on Hulu and Amazon Prime for members, and you can also find it for rent on YouTube, Vudu, and Google Movies. Okay guys, that brings us to the end of another Film Geek video. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. If there's another thing you could do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.